Now, maybe we start with question 1. Is God holy? If yes, how do you know?
Holy, now we need to know what is holiness.
Correct. Let's start there.
Holiness. So what is holiness? Holiness is to be blameless, probably. To be blameless. For example, what can you accuse God of?
God is blamed daily, especially when people die.
But now
They ask, why?
Yes, but
Yes.
you know that's why is because we know less than he does.
Yes, you see, we are questioning him. Blameless in your statement, it will mean that he's not just holy in his own books. He's holy even with you. We are the ones that is perceiving him as holy, right? So we do not find him questionable. He's not of questionable character. But every single time we keep asking, why God? Why me? Why did you allow that to happen? Why did you let my baby die?
Yes.
Why did you allow my grandfather to? Why did you allow me to get this sick? Why did you give me a child that has a disability? Then, if unquestionable becomes the description for holiness, then that makes God very unholy.
Unquestionable, that will mean unfair because it means he will do everything that everybody wants, and that's bad because if he does what I want, it means that's a straight way to suicide.
But shouldn't people want what God wants now that they are made like God?
No. It means he knows what you want because he knows everything. As I may want to eat everything that I want now, but since he knows that it will give me diabetes in less than 2 years and I have got a mission that he prepared me in 5 years, he has to make me maybe not get what I would like to use to kill myself before time. Because he knows better. He's not affected by time. He's God.
He just happens to know.
Yes, omnipresent. Which is in physics, I think, is like this thing of like a time affecting.
He's
whatever.
both here and there.
Yes, because he's not affected by time.
Yes.
So him knowing everything that happened to you and what is going to happen to you, I would say whatever that he does, since we agree on the fact that he is just, I would say he is questionable, yes, because you do have a definition, a clear definition of what is good for us and what is not good.
Yes.
But definitely not what God will see.
Don't you think that partly why we question God is because of that fruit? It is said, when you eat this fruit, you shall know good and evil. It was intended for man not to know good and evil, so that they don't question.
So that they don't question.
They were fulfilled in their lack of knowledge of good and evil.
Yeah.
So from our knowledge of good and evil, then we judge God with the good we learned from the fruit,
Yes.
and the bad we learned from the fruit.
Yes.
But it's the fruit that he created. We ate in disobedience, but it's
It's the
we ate it in disobedience, but it was a fruit he created.
Yeah. It was a fruit he created indeed, but he said, do not eat that fruit unless you die.
So God can actually create something that is not good for you.
Well, it's like saying, Mzazi, you should not have a jiko in your house, like you should not have a stove, because a stove can make a baby die or can make a baby, burn their fingers.
Yes.
Babies may burn their fingers. So if something is bad and then you put a notice on it, this is supposed to be used for this purpose.
Yes.
And then you go ahead and use it for a different purpose.
Yes.
So whose fault is it now? Is it the fault of somebody who brought up the oven? Or is it the fault of somebody who, despite being noticed not to touch the oven, yet he touched the oven? I do not.
If something is written, keep away from the reach of children, like maybe medicine.
Yes.
Or acid, right? And then a child touches it. Did they touch it because they do not know? They are naive, or they touched it because they were disobedient?
I think from their curious nature and I would say naturally disobedience, because we are naturally disobedient.
But we are like God. Is God disobedient?
God is not disobedient. Who does he have to obey?
So when did we become naturally disobedient? And that question you asked is a good one. Whom does he have to obey? When God writes rules, does he write them for himself or for just for men? For instance, when God says do not kill, does that rule bind him or he just binds us?
No, to kill it means to take away somebody's life.
Yes.
And whose life do we have?
Which he successfully takes.
But whose life do we have?
Oh, somebody's life.
Yes. And he takes away what is his.
Yes.
So
and when you go collect your money that someone owes you, it's not his money.
It's not his money. So if I come and work for you,
Man,
that's why I come and then say, give me my money. Because I worked for it, now I deserve it.
Yes.
I sold my time to you or my service to you, now you owe me money. We exchanged. I gave you my skill. Now you gave me how you are supposed to pay my service or my time to that money. So if God says, I hate somebody who takes away of life of somebody.
So when he says do not kill, he means, kill comes in the confinement of you taking a life that is not yours.
Yes.
But then the life that you have is God's. So when he takes it, that is not kill.
That's not, he takes
that is
his.
I've never seen it that way. In this description, it says that holiness can be described as morally good, kind, selfless, and deeply spiritual. So maybe we begin from the very first word. Is God morally good?
Morally good.
When he burns a village, do you call that morally good? Even when he has a reason, he's just angry. Remember, he asks us to forgive. But he doesn't. When he's burning a village, he has failed in forgiving them. Right. When he's allowing a disease, pestilence, he's not being good. When he's killing firstborns of the Egyptians, because who made humans? Okay, they could be Egyptians, but they are gods. Right. At which point, by God deciding that Israelites are better than Egyptians, right? And we should take the lives of the sons of the Egyptians and not the lives of Israelites. Does it mean just because he's faithful to one community that he is morally good? So would we say, is God morally good in your judgment? Is God morally good?
Okay, morally good, when you are saying it that way, it means he killed a whole village. So as we have this image of what is death, we cry when death happens.
Yes.
So, but who says that dying actually is not forgiveness? For example, I do something to you and you come and shoot me. But whatever, like for example, the revenge that I'm taking, you made my kin suffer so much, but I feel like I killing you as some kind of forgiveness. So we do not know what happens after death. We all know that it will be this judgment, but let's say somebody dies now. Are we supposed to cry? If yes, why? Do we know what's happening? Do we know that our beloved is going to suffer wherever he's going? Or are we afraid? So if we say God is not morally good because he killed, I will beg to differ. Because we know less about death, which is something that I really appreciate about our, should I say stupidness, of our less understanding of death.
Ignorance about death.
Yeah, because as much as we can go wherever, as much as we can accomplish anything, we know less about death. We all know that we are going to die, but yet we make investment of money that we are supposed to use up to next year. But nobody invests in the afterlife.
Yes.
Nobody ever. But all of us, we know that we are going to get there. But nobody ever invests in that life.
Yes.
Quite, should I say ignorance, as you said? Maybe that's the way. So, to say that God is morally good, that would be a very hard question to answer. It would be a very hard question to answer because he is good in all his ways, because our small understanding of things, we may judge him as not good because we understand less than what he does. Because you can say, for example, he can say, I did that because I kind of forgave them, so I ended their life, I ended their sufferings because they were living in sin. Rather than them keep adding up, so I burned the whole village so that I can forgive them. That would be my answer. Maybe it is probably not even true, not even close to the truth.
He could actually think about a God who would hear the cries of of Israelites from Egypt, and he goes all the way. Actually, he does not answer them. He leaves them where they are crying and runs to Moses to tell him to go get them.
Yes.
Right? He hears that cry and goes to get them help. But when he hears about the sin in Sodom, he doesn't get them help. He doesn't send them a prophet because he should have. He doesn't send them a priest.
No.
He doesn't even send them a judge like Samson or Deborah. He just
Burned the whole village.
Burned the whole village. So would we say he gives some people more chances and those people might think he's good morally, and deny some people chances? That's why those people might think that he's not morally good.
Now I think my ignorance comes in here. What is this village? Okay, what is this place where he said, where they said that, what if you find one person who's righteous? Will you even...
It was the same Sodom.
So didn't he send somebody there then?
He didn't. He sent angels to go confirm whether they were actually gay. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. He had heard, that's what is written. He had heard that they are doing abomination in his eyes. He says, we shall go down and confirm. So because the sin was revolving around men sleeping with men, he sent men, fine men. And then those men saw those men and did exactly what they did with other men. There is a whole big debate on why Lot decided to give daughters and how Lot would know that the daughters are virgins, because he said, I have virgin daughters, I can give it to you. So we wonder how he would know. But again, let's stay here. So he sent men to confirm from them whether the men down there were gay enough. So men went and spent at Lot's house. Men of the city were crying from outside the house saying, bring them out, we want to sleep with them. That confirmed God's, let's say, doubt, right? Or confirmed God's judgment. They deserve death.
But doesn't that, but we do believe that, we just say that God is all-knowing.
Yes.
So that could appear as a reason to, because if he's knowing, he definitely knows that they were sinning. So sending angels that we know that they are genderless, but they appear as men, probably is the test that you were talking about.
Yes. Because God tests people. He doesn't tempt them. He tests them.
Yeah, there's no temptation that comes from God.
Yes.
Yeah. So that could mean, hey, that's a good one actually. Shakes the brain, huh? Shakes the brain. But I thought he actually did send, because I think
the men he sent were to confirm that it is true what he said of men in Sodom.
Committing that abomination.
Yes. He did not send them to warn them like he did with Nineveh when he sent Jonah. He didn't warn them. He sent them to go confirm that they are sinning like he's been told.
So who's the main character in that story? I know there is
Lot. The wife. Two stupid daughters. Stupid because they let us sleep with their dad.
Yeah, sure. The one that gave birth to a city that was itself an abomination.
Yes, the Moabites. So, again, we'll come to that some other time. There's too much to discuss here. But then, the main character here is Lot, right? Lot, because he branches from Abraham. When Abraham was told, leave your people, he didn't leave his people. He carried one of them. He carried the wife and one of his people, Lot, a nephew. So when they were fighting over pasture, he asked him to pick a side so that we stop fighting and our shepherds stop fighting with yours. Pick a side so that you can find pasture, and then I'll pick a side. And he looked down, they say, down the mountain and said that place was green. Maybe because that's where water settles after the rain. And he said, yes, I'm going down there. And Abraham said, if you're going down, I am going up the hill. So they separated. Though still, they are connected by blood. And because of Abraham, God is watching over Lot. I don't know that he was righteous because God was watching over him. I would say he was righteous because Abraham had taught him how to become. Because even the language we speak, 90% of it was taught by parents. We learned how to speak, leave alone the language. We learned how to speak from parents. We learned how to call this moral, that immoral from parents. This good from that. That's why we find it hard when find it difficult to watch Chinese eating frogs.
Yeah.
Yes, because in the community where we grew up, our parents taught us that frogs are unclean.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But now, Lot could have been righteous because he had been taught by Father Abraham how to become righteous and how to live right.
A righteous life, yeah.
Yes, how to live right with God. But then, when he goes down there, people begin to sin. He doesn't even become the preacher. God does not even ask him to warn them. He just hears that there is sin there and sends 2 men who pass by Abraham. And it's Abraham who is asking those 2 men, if you find 10 guys there, will you burn them?
Yeah.
If you find 5, will you? If you find 3, will you? And he did find 1, just the nephew. And then he asks him, leave, I will burn the place. So when God does such an act, like decides these people will burn, and decides the other ones needs to get 1, actually he punishes Jonah for not taking what? He punishes Jonah for not going to warn Nineveh. But he decides to kill others without even warning them.
The inquest begins, the truth or a lie.